Hello, my friends, fellow anglers, and welcome back to the channel. It is your trusted fishing mate, ready to dive deep into the conditions for Monday, the 5th of January, 2026, across our beautiful Australian waters, with a special focus on the bustling Sydney region. Get ready, because this day holds some exciting potential, but also a few classic summer surprises that we need to be prepared for. We're talking about warm waters and active fish, but with a moon that might make them a little finicky during certain times. Stick around because I've got some specific tactics and insights that could make all the difference to your catch. Now let's talk about what's biting and how to get 'em. First up, the mighty yellowtail kingfish. It's summer and these torpedoes are full of energy. On the 5th of January, with the warm waters, you'll find them actively hunting. Look for them around harbour entrances, offshore reefs, and deeper channel markers. The key is their aggression in these conditions. My go-to would be live baits like a fresh squid or a lively yakka, drifted unweighted or with a running sinker into their known haunts. For the lure enthusiasts, large stick baits and poppers worked aggressively on the surface during low light, or fast jigged metal slices and soft plastics in deeper water will be absolutely deadly. Remember, these fish love structure and current, so target those areas where baitfish are congregating. Next, let's turn our attention to the ever-popular Bream sight. These cunning fighters will be very active in the coastal and estuarine waters. They'll be holding tight to submerged structures. Think rock walls, oyster leases, jetties, bridge pylons, and especially fallen timber or snags within the estuaries. The warmer water brings out a feast of juvenile prawns and crabs, and the bream will be on the hunt. For bait, fresh peeled prawns or lively worms fished on a light running sinker rig will be irresistible. If you're into lures, small cranker-style shallow divers or soft plastics fished slowly around structure are a secret weapon. The incoming tide will be prime as they push into the shallows to forage. And for a bit of light tackle fun that anyone can enjoy, we're looking at whiting. January sees various species of whiting, like the sand and yellowfin, actively feeding in shallow sandy areas and tidal flats. Focus on protected sandy beaches, tidal flats, and the edges of sandbanks in estuaries. The incoming tide will be your best friend as they push into the shallows to feed on worms and pippies. A finesse approach is crucial here. Use a light spinning outfit with a running sinker rig, a long trace of 4-pound fluorocarbon, and a small, long shank hook. Fresh live worms, pippies, or nippers are absolutely irresistible. Cast light, retrieve slowly, and be ready for those subtle bites. Don't be afraid to try a tiny surface lure or a small popper in the early morning for some exciting topwater action. Now, let's break down the conditions for this Monday, the 5th of January, 2026, weather-wise. We're looking at comfortable summer temperatures with a low of around 21 degrees Celsius, 69 degrees Fahrenheit, and a high of 26 degrees Celsius, 79 degrees Fahrenheit for Sydney. It will be mostly cloudy during the day, becoming partly cloudy at night. There's a 20% chance of light rain during the day and a 20% chance at night. Humidity will be around 75%. Winds are expected to be light to moderate, making for pleasant fishing conditions. The cloudy cover can actually be a blessing, offering some relief from the harsh summer sun and potentially encouraging fish to feed more actively during the daytime rather than just dawn and dusk. However, those slight chances of rain and higher humidity could lead to minor atmospheric pressure drops, which sometimes make fish a little cautious. Water temperature. Across Sydney's coastal waters, the temperature will be lovely and warm, hovering around 23 to 24 degrees Celsius, 73 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. This is fantastic for fish metabolism. They're active, they're hungry, and they're looking for food. However, remember that in such warm water, fish might seek out deeper, cooler, and more oxygenated areas during the hottest parts of the day. So, keep an eye on your sounder and be prepared to adjust your depth. The moon phase. On the 5th of January 2026, we're in a waning gibbous phase. The moon will be 93 to 97% illuminated and about 17 days old, just 2 days past the full moon. In fishing folklore, a very bright moon, even if waning, can mean fish have been feeding heavily during the night. This might make them a little less aggressive during the bright midday hours. So, my friends, this reinforces the idea of targeting those prime, low-light periods, early morning and late afternoon, when the fish will be more confident and actively foraging. Overall fish activity. Considering all these factors, the overall fish activity for the 5th of January 2026 I'd rate as good but capricious. The warm water and strong summer feeding patterns are a huge plus, meaning fish are definitely active. The mostly cloudy conditions could extend the bite windows, but the recent full moon and potential slight pressure fluctuations with localized showers mean the bite might be inconsistent. You'll need to be observant and adapt your tactics. Fish will be active, especially around tide changes and during low-light periods, but they might be wary or holding deeper during the brightest parts of the day. Patience and precise presentation will be your best friends. So there you have it, my friends, your detailed forecast for the 5th of January 2026 across Australia. It's a day that promises rewards for those who understand the conditions and fish smart. I wish you all tight lines and screaming reels. May your buckets be heavy and your smiles be wide. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more forecasts and fishing adventures, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And tell me in the comments below, what are your go-to summer baits or lures in Australia? What's your biggest kingfish story? I love hearing from you all. Until next time, stay safe out there and happy fishing.